Alright, we are sitting here with owner and commissioner Cameron Reid of the Wiggins Bowl League. How are you today, sir?
Well, thank you.
We've just completed our first draft. Now, before we get on to talking about the what happened in the draft, what actually happened before the draft?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't remember that our league almost didn't go ahead?
Lies and speculation, John. Lies and speculation, and Crack IT team have really been on top of this from day one. Full credit to them.
Fair enough. So no further comment?
None whatsoever.
No one says. Move on? Move on. Okay. Alright, your first pick today, Joe Watson, I believe.
May well have been, yes.
Yes, I believe it was Joe Watson. What was the theory behind that?
Well, John, I like to believe that in the heart of everyone's hearts, deep down there's always a fat kid chasing an ice cream truck, trying as hard as he can. It might have been after school, he's sweating it up. And that bloke might be doing 60, he might be doing 80, but by the time he gets to him, he might want chocolate ice cream. He might not have chocolate ice cream. Damn it, I like peppermint ice cream. And I got Joe Watson, and Joe Watson's peppermint ice cream.
Peppermint ice cream. Fair enough. Interesting analogy there. Well, alright, your midfield of Thompson, obviously Watson, as we've just spoken about, Matt Prittis, Daniel Wells, Carazzo, and Simpson. Just from a bit of a general look, it seems as though it's going to be the backbone of your team. Any reason why you may have chosen guys like Wells, Simpson, Carazzo? What was your theory behind that? Is it just because who was left, or just was there a reason?
Just going for a rough stage at the time.
I suppose it would have been around the 10th round, you know, you're sweating, you know, that extra plate of chips is catching up with you, and you make silly decisions, you know, you're seeing helicopters spinning around your head, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you've got Daniel Wells on your team.
Dark times.
Dark times, yeah.
Not being racist, but just dark times.
Dark times, yeah. Fair enough, I didn't see that one coming. But in all seriousness, your ruck division, you've got two Hawthorn players. When their bye comes around, how do you expect to get around this one?
Don't know.
Helicopters?
Suppose we got Mumford.
Helicopters again, just...
My prediction's more dark times.
Dark times. Fair enough. How would you rate your forward line?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no?
Pretty good.
We'll learn from that?
You may well do. Look, you can only really just turn up and you log in. Some of us have 33.6 modem connections. Others are living in a wireless world, and right now I'm somewhere in between.
Purdue, I think they call that the abyss. You know, Vermont South, even, I don't know.
The great unknown.
The great unknown. We'll just call it that. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so as commissioner, but also as an owner, how do you foresee this league in terms of who could finish where, in terms of what you've seen in the draft today?
Well, John, I want to tell you a little story. One every man ought to know if you practice my method. It's about a little lamb. Let's call him Giannis. Giannis was brought up, and he was born into some of the worst conditions ever known. Battery hen, like you might call it. That's my first lesson in this story. No hope right from the start for anyone else. And anyway, Giannis and his family, they ended up on a processor. They were chopped up into fine little pieces. No need for an analogy there. And late last night, I was coming home. I had something to eat. I had a lamb kebab. I don't know for sure. It may well have been, but that kebab may have contained Giannis and his family. And as of today, there is a barrel full of Giannis and his family, and there are 7 other teams that I would like to shit it down their throat. Any further questions?
I think that about sums it up. Good luck for the rest of the year. I'm sure I will see you at some point during the season. I hope to beat the absolute shit out of you in a fantasy scoring point of view. And yeah, good luck. Thank you very much.
Dark times.